I'm John Archuleta with this Ebola report. Ebola researcher Erica Ullman Sapphire was getting samples of potentially life-saving Ebola antibodies faster than her lab could process them. So she turned to the public for help through the crowdfunding site CrowdRise. Ullman Sapphire asked for $100,000 to buy equipment, and in just a few weeks she raised $102,000. Scientists like Ullman Sapphire find that crowdfunding can be a great way to supplement their funding. Admittedly, this case was special because the great public interest in fighting Ebola provided a ready-made audience. Projects not tackling such a prominent subject may struggle to get recognition. Now, here to talk more about that is UT Biotech reporter Bradley Fikes. So Bradley, does this overcrowding replace the augment traditional science funding?
Well, it supplements it because you're always going to need money from private investors or government sources. That's the bread and butter of science funding, but there's a lot of gaps now. Funding is getting limited. There's more competition for funding. And so with the crowdfunding platform, a scientist with a good idea or one that's popular can reach directly to the public and get that money quickly that otherwise might be very difficult to raise.
Yeah, absolutely. And do you think that Ullman Sapphire was probably surprised by the response she got from this?
She told me she was surprised. She was very overwhelmed. She thought she'd raise some money, but she didn't know that it would come in this fast and that there would be this much interest. And she said people felt frustrated. They couldn't do anything about Ebola. This gave them a way that they could contribute.
Well, and now, so specifically, what is she going to be spending these funds that she raised on? What equipment?
Well, there's equipment that can process antibodies by their size, which is the first step in analyzing them structurally. Her lab helps understand how these antibodies work, and so that can help companies like San Diego ZMapp devise better antibody cocktails, combinations of these antibodies that can better block the virus, because ZMapp may be working. We think it is, but we're not sure. But you always want to have the most potent drug to help give the most complete response to stop the virus.
Wow, all right. Well, very interesting stuff. And again, UT Biotech reporter Bradley Fikes, thanks for joining us. For more information on science crowdfunding, you can read Bradley's story at utsandiego.com/crowdfund. And you can check out our daily Ebola reports right here on utsandiego.com or on our YouTube channel at UTTV San Diego.